Bro, I hate rappers.
Welcome to the I Hate Rappers podcast. I'm your boy DJ Z13, and we have a very, very special guest in the building. You want to introduce yourself to the people that don't know?
Yo, what's up? My name is Kaizen Rager, Cleveland alternative artist. What's up?
So, little behind the scenes here. We just got done filming an episode,
Right.
and there's this doofus, right? He just completely forgot to check the audio interface to make sure it was on.
That's the worst.
Isn't that the worst when you got an engineer that don't know how to do that? So shout out to Greg. In all seriousness, we did just record an episode and we lost the whole audio file.
That's not true. They like me so much that they wanted to do.
We wanted to do a second one, but not. So things happen.
Yeah, no.
There's I mean, we didn't mean for that to happen.
No.
But we're rolling with it and we're keep going. So in your careers, you ever had a moment where either your whole library got deleted because your hard drive got messed up, like what happened here? You forgot to hit record. Have you ever had a moment like that in your life?
Yeah, all the time. Like a lot of water damage, like with my stuff, always happens. Like usually, like when I had my own studio, like a lot of times, like I would not a lot. I'm gonna say two. I spilled like maybe like 2 pop cans on the same hard drive, and it was like it wasn't enough for the first time, but then the second time it happened, it just completely just like destroyed it. I had one of the best hard drives, but it happens. So it's like you just make it again.
Yeah, so last year, or no, not yeah. Well, okay, yeah. So like 2023, not even a year ago though, over the summer. So like 6 months ago, same thing. I spilled. I think it was like a Coke can. I spilled it on my laptop. Went black. I took it to the Apple store. And they said, yeah, bro, it's gone. Everything's gone. I was like, damn. And so they sent it out. They go, we're going to send it out. There's like a 1 or 2% chance that there's anything recoverable on it. I was like, okay, bet. Sent it out. I went on vacation. I'm in the middle of my vacation. They give me a call. And they said, hey, your laptop's ready to be picked up. I'm thinking, okay, they just got me a new one because I had the Apple Care. Went to pick it up. All my stuff was there. And they're like, yeah, we can't believe it either. They were able to get it all back. And I was like, that's crazy. So,
Sometimes it happens like that though.
Yeah, I took it as what I got on there right now, I'm supposed to have on there. You know what I mean? And whatever happened, I was gonna get that stuff back. So yeah, I mean that's crazy. But yeah, so we just wrapped on our previous episode and we talked about a lot of things. So I apologize if I'm repeating myself here. But for the people that are watching this for the first time, collaborations. I know we just talked some people that you want to collaborate with in and out of the city. But who is someone that you feel would match your music style that you could see yourself working with in the future?
So like I said before, I don't really know too many like kind of like I guess like people that would like mesh my style as much, but definitely like I said before, Owen Rivers. I actually just thought of another one. It's this girl, Jet Star, I believe. She's like a pop star. I just thought about her. She's pretty dope. Like I said, I don't know too many. I can't think of them off the top of my head. I know when I leave here, I'm gonna be like, oh, I could have said that, heard him. But yeah, anybody that's kind of like open to being versatile or just like want to make dope music, you know.
Yeah.
Type shit. That actually wants to make music, not for a check, but just, you know, type shit.
Yeah, and it sucks that the amount that artists are paid is so small on the grand scale of things, because if artists were paid more, they like even independent artists, up and coming artists, if they were paid more, they would be able to invest more time and effort into their craft, if that makes sense. I know people close to me that love the industry, love the music industry, love everything about it, and they can't invest all of their time 24/7 because it's not enough income. You know what I mean? So yes, making the art is important. Equally, if they paid us more, we could focus more on the art than the money. But a lot of people nowadays are doing shows and merch to compensate with the money. I know a lot of big artists. That's like how they get.
That's how they eat, honestly.
That's
like
a lot of their revenues, the shows and merch. So, is there anywhere that you look forward to performing in the next year or so, and then say 5 years from now, where you want to be performing?
I definitely would want to perform at the Wilson Center. Like you talking about just in Cleveland or just like
wherever? Yeah.
Like anywhere, probably like that's I don't know, just like just raw to me. It's just like you did it. Like when I see people like at Madison Square Garden or just like just any big arena, just like the Odeon had me feeling like that. Like I performed there 3 times already, so it's like just that feeling. Just like a lot of those people in just that big space. It just you kind of get like addicted to, and you kind of like want more and more, and especially if it's a good show, it's like it's a wrap. You don't want nothing smaller than that.
I heard they're shutting down.
They already did.
Or they already
I think they sold out for like a jazz club or something. That's what I heard. But I was fortunate enough to kind of perform before that like happened, I guess. So
yeah. Last time I was there was for the Wifisfuneral show. I was DJing, and you're right. I mean, you look out and it looked like there was thousands of people there.
That's
like
the one I performed at with me and my 2 dudes, Broken and Ryan Cross. So we was there for that one. So I think that was like the last big one they had.
Yeah. It was crazy. I mean, I know there's so we've talked about it on this show before, but that show, the Wifisfuneral show, it happened about 2 years ago at this time. It was a big show for the city. A lot of big show for independent artists and up and coming artists for a lot of reasons, but one of the main reasons was it's crazy, but a lot of people performed at that show, and a lot of connections were made, and people that I am now close with, I'm close to because of that show. And I know that if you attended that show, maybe attendance-wise, it wasn't the best show, but performance-wise and backstage-wise, I mean, there's a lot of collaboration, a lot of artists that were met there, and a lot of people that we've connected with ever since. So, yeah, it was a great show.
Yeah, I've met like a lot of great artists there, and just like it just made me feel like kind of at home, like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I can do this. You know what I mean? So
absolutely. And I actually heard he's coming back. He's coming back to the Garage Shop soon. But yeah, so this we film our podcast about a month out. So by the time that they see this, it's probably we're recording in first week of February. It's probably first week of March. So around first week of March, you got any music on the way coming out? Anything soon?
So I got 2 music videos I got planned. I'm supposed to either be dropping an EP or just a couple more singles. Like I said before, I got a country song coming. I got a bunch of stuff. Like this year, I'm turning 30, so I'm trying to go as hard as I can. And I feel like I definitely like am starting off at like a good little level right now. So we'll see, but I definitely got a lot more stuff coming though.
Video wise, visuals are important nowadays. Video is important nowadays. That's how a lot of social media views come from, and I mean it's how you get your face out there at the end of the day. So, do you place an emphasis on video and video production when it comes to yourself and making music videos and dropping videos and stuff for your projects?
Just like quality, honestly, it's nothing like too crazy. Just like I want to start having like themes or kind of like directions for them more, just instead of just want to make something dope. But overall, just like quality, that's kind of just what I look for.
So quality is important, and your music, when we heard it, I listened to it a little bit earlier today, but it's got that quality to me, and it doesn't have that rapper sound to it. A lot of times when you listen to music, it's got like a mixed EQ that it doesn't sound so mixed, or it's not mastered, or the bass is cut out, or whatever it is, and you can tell that they didn't care enough about quality. And it sounds so silly to say this, but we should never settle when it comes to our music, because at the end of the day, it's art. And it's funny because there's a lot of songs out that come out. Like there's a project, and I'm not going to name names because I'm tight with one of the people on it, but there's a project that just came out that it's really solid project. I've been listening to it. One of the songs, they didn't trim it right at the end, and it's got like a minute of silence.
Like a big slag or whatever.
Yeah.
I've been seeing that like a lot. Like I don't know what that is. It's just like I think they just forget. I think I think that's what it is.
It's just laziness at the end of the day. They don't place an emphasis on the production and the quality. So it's cool to see that there's people out there like you that are placing an emphasis on the production and on the quality, both in the studio and on the screen when it comes to your works of art.
I will say though, like, you know, I feel like everybody does like have a starting point. So it's like, as far as like my sound, like it took me a minute to even get to that point, like to know what quality was, you know what I mean? Because when you get a studio for the first time, you're just like, oh, this sound dope, and you play it in the car, and it's like, why don't my stuff sound like Drake or something like that? You can't get that like right off the rip, but you kind of want to make it, especially if you're an adjusted artist. Like, you do want to have quality. That's like really important though. So it just goes to see like what level you are at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I mean, you're right. Everyone's got a starting point. So like, if you go back and listen to any of my stuff that I engineered in the day, it's terrible compared to how I can engineer now. And with every time you drop, it gets better and better and better, as it should, because the only way it's not is if you're not learning from what you're doing. So yeah, I mean, you just dropped in, was it December?
Yeah, December.
So yeah, you just dropped in December, and from the cover art to the number of songs on the project to the number of features to the placement of songs, it all very professional in my opinion. So cover art, who did the cover art for that one?
My dude Yuki, he does like a bunch of cover arts for like bigger artists too. I've never met him personally. I've met him like off the internet. He's done like cover arts, not cover arts, but like, you know, like the comic book freeze frames. He's done those for like Uzi's P's and Q's videos, Juice WRLD's World on Drugs video with Future. I just got lucky to stumble across him, hit him up, and he said, yeah, I'll do it. Like, you know, just did like a deposit and like gave him my idea. And he just kind of just went. I actually have like a couple cover arts from him that like aren't released yet. So like I said, I just got fortunate to like find them.
Yeah. No, that's dope, and it's crazy. Did you know that he did that stuff before you found him, or was
no? Like, so I looked to, like I found him off the Uzi video because I'm like, this kind of cool, like, and so I just like went into the description and you know, just like seen all the credits and stuff. I hit him up, and you know, I just messaged him, and then I didn't think he was gonna message back. Like, I mean, I feel like anybody that kind of thinks that, it's like, this dude's like, he's like up, so it's like you're making videos for like Uzi and stuff, like, so you're not worried about like the little change. But he hit me up, and then like shouts out to him, and like, you know, just did business from there.
It's crazy you mentioned that. So for this show, we book artists personally. I got to get music from artists and DJ drops and this and that, and so I'm constantly DMing artists, and I've realized very, very lately, anyone is reachable. And if you don't send the DM, they're never going to hit you up. You know?
Never know if you don't try.
Exactly.
Basically.
And I forget who it was. I think it was Rick Ross that recently said before he works with anyone, he goes onto your Instagram, he clicks messages, and he sees if you've ever DM'd him before.
What?
Yeah, and he said that he's seen people that have been like, either post something bad about, or say something bad, or say something good. You know what I mean? He'll be like, all right, I mess with you more because in 2017 you were DMing me and supporting my music. So even if they don't respond right now, once you're up, there's more of a chance that they see that and they respect you more because of something that you can send right now to Drake and say, hey, I like the new project.
That just kind of blew my mind because I'm thinking of like all the people that just like follow these artists that like happen to get big one day, just talking the most like shit, and then it's like, oh, you were talking this, but you wanted to work. Like, it's like, that's crazy. I never thought about that. That's like kind of a tactic, low key. Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, anyone out there, you as well. I've been doing it lately, but hit them up. Hit everybody up. Go DM Jay Z right now, because what if you're in a room with him one day, and he says, "Hey, I appreciate you supporting my music," or "How come you didn't support my music?" You know?
Right.
And what's crazy is like, you a Uzi fan?
Yeah, of course.
So I've been an Uzi fan since like 2015, 2016, right? I never hit him up. Whereas I've been following him now for like 10 years. He don't know that, you know what I mean? Whereas if I would have sent that DM in 2016, say I link up with him this year, I'll be like, hey man, I've been a fan for 8 years. And it's timestamped. It's on there. So start today. You know what I mean? Hit him up. And you don't even got to ask for nothing. You can just say, hey, I like the new project. Hey, your sound's fire. Whatever it is, you hit them up. And what's crazy is like this week, for example, I did that. I hit up a whole bunch of people. 24 karat golden just like randomly hit me back, and I'm like, that's so wild. I see you in concert and now you just responded to DMs. Like,
he seems like a type of person that would be like real like humble and just kind of like in touch with like his fans or like supporters like that. I can see that. Yeah, that's dope.
Well, yeah, shout out 24, but I mean, I'm sure he's not the only one. There's thousands of notable people in rap, and then there's also thousands in rock and country and pop and everything in between that
You never know.
I'm sure I'm sure you and I am guilty of it, of reading a message and not replying at some time. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
even if it don't say replied, they could have their reads off now. Instagram, you can turn those off now. So you never know who's seeing your stuff.
You never know. Yeah, like that's crazy because it's like I feel like a lot of artists, like big artists, they have like different Instagrams that they don't even check all the time. So you never know for real. So you never know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, hey, before you go for the second time now, where can they find you at?
So you guys can find me literally everywhere. Like SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple, anywhere you stream music, bro. Like you can find me. Like I am music, so it's like anywhere. So you can find me on Instagram, like for my socials, Snapchat. All my socials are Who Is Kaizen. So Who is with a Z instead of a S. KAIZEN. That's all I got. So I'll catch y'all later. I got more shit coming out the way. So just look out for it.
We're excited to hear it. You guys got to go stream it. You got to check it out. Give them a follow. Give us a follow. We hate rappers, but we love artists. Peace. We'll see you.